All right, so I did a little bit of housekeeping between the end of the last episode and this one, but this is the HQ battle for Act 1. Yeah, 4 already, 3 cav, and probably about as much infantry as I have. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what battlefield we get, and we'll just go from there. I mean, my initial inclination is to maybe hold my cav back until the AI throws theirs away, and then use mine to try to get an advantage. It is wintertime, and all the fun that brings. Alright, so it looks like we can deploy just in front of that little river there, and then it's a question of where can we win a foot race? And against whom? I mean, we're up against the Prussians, so we're going to have... I mean, as the Austrians, I expect to have a morale disadvantage against the Prussians. Although some of our Crownland recruits all have, like... Well, some of those have 4 morale. Hungarians are good. I saw somebody mention them on Steam, and I'm like, you know, I'm finding that as well. How bad is the artillery disadvantage? 350 range, 350, 400. I mean, the artillery disadvantage is certainly going to be there. Yeah, with the group we've taken, it's not going to be super great. I'm thinking we might want to have this become our left, and we'll see if we can stretch through here and maybe over to the right. Their cav are all in the center for right now, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, I guess one of the downsides is that if we're here, they're going to get that cover, and then they're going to get that cover, and it's going to be kind of a covered push. If we come to the left, what could we do? I mean, we'd have to get up here, which I think we can do. And then we take it from the hill over to the forest. You know, I don't know that I actually probably like that a little bit better. We can always fall back to cover here, and if they have to come for us, they're just giving up more cover. So, I don't know whether that's the right or the wrong play. I guess we're about to find out, but let's get everybody... we're going to send you up very quickly, and we'll figure out some of this other stuff. So you have spikes, you do not. So we might... Yeah, I think that there's usually a screen of trees up here, so we can also fit some shooters up there. Is this water? Nope. I think... Or is this a road? Yeah, okay, so that's a road. Alright, so then we're actually... Okay, yeah, we're fine over here. Cav can be the last. It's the general, but yeah, we don't need the cav getting over there super quick. Unless we want to try to sneak an advantage. Those would be the shooters and the provincial cav. Probably going to be the ones that are furthest up on the flank. Now you also have obstacles and you don't. Alright, so I'm thinking those 3, right? They all have obstacles. Those could be the kind of center of the line. Crownland recruits. We're not missing anybody over here. Alright. So since Crownland recruits are a bit slower, we can try to hold them on the right. They might... Yeah, I don't actually know that we're going to make it to that forest, and so I remember this map. We often have to kind of fight on that hill and down here, and then maybe up on this hill and then over here. But I think maybe we'll try to do that as best we can. All right. Artillery's not going to have... I don't think we're going to have any great spots here. I don't think we're going to make it to this hill in time. But we'll see what we do. We'll rush the lights up to try to slow them down. And just see where it goes. All right, so we'll put all the cav in group 1. Grenzer sharpshooters. All right, we have 2 of those, so we'll put... Right? Nope, I was wrong. Yeah, it's the Hungarian Fusiliers who are Group 2. Alright, and I think everyone else... Oh, so I didn't... Wait a minute, you're light as well? What is happening here? Yeah, I don't know what I'm on. It's not... This is not a strong start, but... It is par for the course. Alright, you have obstacles, yeah, so... Was it Austrian Fusiliers? Okay, we'll make you guys control Group 3, and then we'll just make all the Crownland recruits 4. And I don't really know if the artillery needs to be its own group, but it's going to get one. All right. Put them up. Put them running for now. I'll maybe the artillery can make it there. Cav can try to move up. See where they get. We can run them for now. 3, I think, are the more solid infantry. And again, we'll see how far up we get. Alright, and then the 4 is the kind of not so great squad. Honestly, maybe we just stay back here with them and don't even really try it and just plan to kind of fall back. Why is no one moving? What have I done? Oh, I accidentally somehow figured out a way to pause it using those keys, so... That was different. Yeah, good terrain for them is going to be this. And then if they can make it up here, it'll at least be pretty comparable to what we have. But I think if they're forced to come at us... But, you know, we're going to have to go for them. Being at the artillery disadvantage. I think that's where this eventually ends up. But you know what? They lead with that cav too much. Okay, my cav is running. I don't know that we need to be running yet, and I don't know if we need these guys running yet, because they're starting to get tired, and we want to make sure that we could always run away if we have to. Maybe we'll try to get our artillery up on this hill. I mean, I think we could probably just justify that on role-playing grounds. All right, you all have some stamina to use, so we'll use it trying to move you. And there's a small chance that I'll remember to undo it. Grenzer Fusiliers, man, you guys are... I always forget how slow they are. Yeah, and they're just gonna plop that already down in the woods. I don't think we're gonna get at it. Anyways, we'll try that. Okay, Grenzer recruits. We're gonna try to move you up. Hungarians, I don't think I have a great shot of. You know what? You guys are starting to get a little detached here from the rest of our group. Try it, and then try it, and then the Dragoons, if you can, try it, I guess. And I guess if ever there's a time to run, it's now. But I don't know, man. Our range is pretty trash. Alright, these guys should get up. These guys should get up. They should get up and probably run a little bit. Alright, we got them out. Now we need to pull back. Okay, we did the thing. We now need to get out. Yeah, Grinzer sharpshooters can try to cover us as best they can. We'll pull the cav off to the side. Yeah, the river impedes our movement up there, but we can't be everywhere. Okay. Pull them back first. Put these guys back in the woods and see if they can. Okay. No. Focus on them. Keep the Grinzer recruits there. Drag you guys over there. That's fine. Okay, we got to take those guys off of run because these guys need to. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Nope. Although I'm probably going to have to immediately undo this. I did not remove Bayos at the beginning. No, do not focus on those lights. We will just have to kind of live with them. Okay, so they got some free core over there. Yeah, I know, you guys. Alright, what is it now? Run away, and then run away. Okay, Fusiliers can come out over here. That's fine. Okay, you're going to need to fix bayonets. Fix bayonets. Get the general up here. Okay, for now we're just going to have them continue to run. Okay, hopefully they get through our lines. Okay, they should hit them. The Hungarian recruits. That's them. Alright. Now we're going to have these Dragoons come up. Once they commit, we're just going to make them a little bit thicker and just have them hold there. No, 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 no. Get out of that. Get out of that. No part of that do you need to be in. Just keep falling back. Keep falling back. No. Stop. I had to spam click these guys out of the last engagement as well. It was not fun. Alright, you guys still need a little bit more. Stop! Guys, what are you doing? This is not your thing. You're not in melee. Just shoot those guys. That's why you're here. Okay, I gotta move the Grinzer sharpshooters back here. It's not really what I want to do, but the Fusiliers are gonna try to take care of them. Alright. Actually, alright, so here's the challenge, right? Now we'll put the Fusiliers down here, we'll make work of them, and then we're gonna move the Grinzer sharpshooters back. Okay, their free core can try to find us, but okay, where is the general? Because we want to get our Hungarian Fusiliers back. Okay, we'll walk with these guys. Unfix their bayonets and theirs and theirs. Not too sure what's happening here. Alright, I know what I want to do with these guys, which is to just shoot them. Then bring the provincial cav around. And if these guys get too off kilter, we're just gonna... Okay, these guys have now lined up. That's fine. And then these guys should be lined up right here. No, no, no. Shoot the guys who are mostly not... Okay. That's fine. Take you off of melee, and you're not even in melee, so that's fine. You guys can recover, because we need you to do other things. You guys focus on them. Try to ignore their lights. Yeah, grins are sharpshooters. Again, please focus on them. These guys we're really going to try to pick down. And... yeah, we'll just have them form line there. Okay, yeah, as much fun as that is, and that is fun, we need all the numbers in combat here. Well, I mean, if their lights want to spend time chasing my cav, like, that's perfectly fine with me. Okay, I put your Bayos on, I put your Bayos on. Hungarians, you're just there to suffer, unfortunately. That's all we have for you. How are we on morale? Okay, we need to recover some, so we're gonna recover. Okay, you're gonna focus down on them because they're almost broke. So once we get them out of the picture, I want you focused on them. Yep. AI's got to do something here. You know what? You guys probably need some XP. You probably want some XP. Actually, you know, you guys are just getting XP, so go ahead and just farm them. But these Crownland recruits can move up, and then I'll have the... What is the AI doing? This is very odd. Okay, we got our morale back. That's fine. Okay, those land mills, actually, we might be able to rout off. Yeah, let's go for them. Because their morale's coming back, and they have some numbers. I want to try to get them gone if we can. Okay, that's great. We're going to move our sharpshooters that way, and we're going to move the fusiliers up. You're going to focus on that. Alright, we're going to hang out there for a moment. Okay, good. The Hungarians are getting a little bit of a morale rate. They're back up to kind of 3 full bars there. Okay, I don't know why my artillery's doing that. Who's getting charged? These guys? Alright, you gotta fall back. Yep, run. Fix bayonets. Focus on them, but hold. You can focus on them as well. You don't need to volley. You don't need to volley. That's very nice. Alright. Yeah, we don't need that from the Fusiliers. We just need you to advance up. And you guys are going to come up and you... It doesn't actually matter to me if you volley or you don't, but... Alright, you're going to go over there. Yeah, you guys can actually shoot them. You're close enough you can just give them a quick charge. I guess actually we'll have you come up and do the same. Okay, Grins are sharpshooters. Make sure you're back. Alright, sent them back. That's fine. They're in tatters. Alright. Alright, yeah, we got to pay attention because they got their cav is now up. Alright, let's focus on them, Bring our provincial cav back because we don't want them eating the full charge, right? Nah, we don't want that. Artillery, yeah, that's who I would focus on. Okay, bring them up there. All right, and we got them to retreat. That's great. Take you off of that. Okay, put you over there. Shattered them. All right. They're gonna try this again. All right, sure. It didn't work the first few times. Maybe it'll work this time. I guess we'll see. Don't worry about them. You guys can form up here. Okay, we can get rid of them. And, alright, they're starting to run. So let's just get rid of these guys. Have you shoot at that. We'll have you charge out the artillery since it doesn't seem like they really have anybody to deal with it. Alright, and then we'll bring these Austrian Fusiliers up so that even if my Dragoons lose, put you back on volley fire. We'll put you on volley fire as well. Alright, we got those guys out of the picture. That's great. Try to shoot them up. Alright, I think it's time for the charge here. Deo's on. Same with you guys. Who's left? And that should be all she wrote. Alrighty. A splendid little battle. Nice tollers. Okay. I should probably go for food, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go for more tollers and ammo. And we'll just see if that was a... We'll know if that was a mistake. But for now, that's what we're going to do. Alright, where are we on manpower? Alright. Okay. Yeah, I mean, food is still the shortage. What do we pick up? We got Wilhelm the First, morale damage. We got some shooty stuff. Got 3-pounder, but yeah, that's just for our next artillery unit. All right, I think we're ready to go on to. I think we're ready to go on to Act 2. Ooh, loot from battles +2, reload speed. Ooh, oh, I'm torn between those. Reload speed of. What do you think the difference is between reload speed and reload? I'm gonna ask somebody else who knows. So I guess it... Yeah, I actually don't know. Fire damage received, that means we have a better chance of winning the shootout and forcing them to come to us. This means, yeah, probably the same, but I'm just going to go with shoot and scoot. That sounds funnier too. Scraping the barrel. I remember... Right. Reservist cost of settlements 40%. Army veterancy gain is minus 10%. Alright, fine. But that's... And that's all army veterancy gain? Infantry veterancy gain, but non-infantry veterancy gain minus 10%. I don't hate that because I'm mostly focused on infantry. I have all the cav I have, and some of them I don't think can get upgraded anymore. So I feel like and then artillery. Artillery I don't care that much about. So 5 battlefields, 4 outposts. I'm inclined artillery move speed. There's nothing bad about that one, but I think I'm gonna go with. I think I like this one best. Yeah, I mean the other stuff is all cool, but I think that's gonna be the choice. So we know we need. Well, we need a lot. And of course, I do want to. I just need a moment here to. I'm gonna do all the things I have to do. What do we have that we might not want? So those Holsteiner horses. What do we got? We got. I mean, I can just do the quick way. 6 and 4. Okay, so that's melee and move speed. That's mostly about melee, and those should be on the provincial cav. Yeah. So those two are backwards. At the very least, we should not have an accuracy one until we can get them something to shoot with. Actually, while I'm here, that's melee damage and move speed. And what are you? Your accuracy and move speed. So we want. Wait. And that's morale and move speed. Which is just fine, but... Alright, if you guys are a little bit more elite, we'll give you the accuracy and move speed. I think I actually probably prefer speed. I don't know. Melee damage of 8. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm using these guys to chase down folks who are already routing. And since I don't have anything else to give them, I might as well give them melee damage and move speed. Would this actually help? You know what? Maybe it would. Maybe it would. And we'll switch those. Just... I suppose the logic here is that if they have better morale, they can shoot out longer. And with the move speed buff, they can still move to try to get into range and shoot. So that is... Yeah, that is that. I still want to hold on to some uniforms and some regimental flags. Like, if I can have at least one, I'd be pretty happy with that. I'm trying to not unlock these, but I know that I could use, like, the horseshoe. These, John Coping, I know it's not pronounced correct. I have no idea how it actually is pronounced, but I'm certain that's not it. But they should go with anybody who expects to be in melee, which are pretty much these guys. So we'll set you up like that. Morale and... Was buffing you guys? Yeah. Now I could turn them to artillery. And that would give me my second artillery, but I think we really need to open up a new brigade. What is available? Is there anything here, like, for sure we can get rid of? Probably those horses. I feel like I don't want any more cav. And if I do, like, just we'll deal with it when it comes, but as fine as they are, I would like other things. And then we have only one uniform and one captured flag. The Newstead musket, I don't... 10 and 6, 8 and 8. Alright, so I guess we'll just pitch that for now. I really doubt we need all that, but What's at the powder house? They have good stuff. I feel like we don't really get that anymore. Any of this stuff here. Steaks are good. I think there's actually... Is it this that I'm supposed to try to get a bunch of units that... I don't know, have that? Ooh, army experience gain. I don't even remember taking that, but I bet I did. Which really just makes vetting up all that much harder. Well, that's recruit veterancy gain, yeah, so... So we don't have, like, any basic recruits here. Grenzer Provincial Cav, well, that's, like, the one thing I'm not in the market for. I just need a little bit more, and I can get the, Here, we'll just go into replenishment for... Well, I was going to, but this is taking too long, so... Doesn't... Oh, I guess nothing arises. Alright, so I have to do 4 outposts and 5 battlefields. So 1 battlefield, 2 battlefields. 2nd outpost. 3rd outpost. Wow, okay. So there's a bunch of outposts out there. And I assume we'll find battlefields along the way. I don't like this, that this early on I have to go in a circle and then the circle kind of branches off into these other directions. There isn't really more to that story. I think I'm just going to go up this way because I know that there are battlefields, and then we'll probably end up over here and we can decide if we want to come down or go over. I think that's going to be the gist. We have day 140 is when stuff comes. Oh yeah, I was supposed to buy food there. Well, hope is not a strategy, but that actually doesn't make any sense. So let's go there. Yeah. I forgot to buy food. Also, I should have raided that place into the ground. Are you kidding? Oh. Oh. Rotten discipline. I understand. I do. I absolutely understand. Alright, so we'll go to forage mode. I don't think the 20% campaign move speed buff is that bad. I don't think it is. Rob the graves. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'll just roleplay that I won't do that. We'll go up here. I know I'm missing the Ooh, I would like to fight that. But I think we're going to have to wait a moment. Okay, all right. Maybe that was terrible. I mean, how tough is tough, right? Don't I get one save point? Let's see what it is. Let's see, how hard is it? Okay, so what we'll do is, this is a horrendous idea, but consider the source, and alright, you're more melee oriented, fine. Move you over there. You're Fusiliers, well, okay, let's keep you here because I really do want to vet you up. Okay. Put you in there, we'll put you in there, and right, who is joining us? You actually have grenades. Alright, we'll give you some morale, but not as much move speed. We'll give you some more morale. What have you got? That and that. The bad thing is charge on this one. What about you? Fusiliers are probably going to be more shooting, right? then maybe we can get away with that. Alright, I guess we'll find out. What kind of army do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cav. And 2 artillery. Well, they did warn me. If only we could load it. There we go. What do we have? We have absolutely no cover at all. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's terrible. 450 on the range, 300 on the range, right? No, that feels dumb. So if we go over here, let's just check out 3, 3, 4, 5. 5. I'm just reading the morale bars. Yeah, they weren't joking. This is a... They were not joking. Is that... Yeah, it's 5 on the cav. All of this to get 1 line unit out. Nonetheless, I think we try to make our home... you know what? Maybe this right side. We got a hill. We got some forest we can probably win. I would assume that the artillery is going to be a laggard. I want to send my lights up first, right? That's you two? Yeah, that's you two. Grins are sharpshooters. All right, let's do this the right way if we can, which is that the one that has to go the furthest will be the fastest. You're group 1. Artillery. I'm never going to remember this as group 2. Cavalry... which we will just have to wait and see how this plays out. You'll be group 3. You got stakes, right? Grins recruits have them. Hungarian Grenadiers are good, even if they don't have the stakes. Hungarian Fusiliers. Are all Austrian Fusiliers are the other ones? Is that right? We'll find out. You guys will be group 4. And then I guess it's all the Crownland recruits. You're not in a group. You're not in a group. Not too sure what to do with you, but you'll be group 5. So everybody kind of looks like they're in a group. Alright, we'll do that. Move the artillery over here. The cav up here. I'm not too sure what to do with these guys. These Crownland recruits. I mean, maybe we just spread... I forgot all about the general. Maybe we just put the Crownland recruits here, and then... Alright, so we have room behind us. So... noticing that... maybe we plan to make our stand here? And then bring the B team maybe back here? But in the meantime, we gotta try to snipe at... Oops, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna try to snipe this artillery. Oh, also, no bayonets. No bayonets, no bayonets. Alright, so 1 and 3 are the groups that are out here. Here, General, you need to go. I don't know, Crownland recruits. I'm thinking maybe you should fall back, and maybe to here. Alright, you guys need to now run. Run, 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 and you guys run, run, run. You go for them. See if you can get them. At this point, we just have to try to dive them. I mean, we don't have to, but... Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Get in there. Yeah, you focus them down. You focus them down. Don't worry about that. Nope, fall back. You fall back as well, and you know what? You guys start falling back. You're not going to get out of there in time. Okay, fall back, fall back. As soon as you can fall back, fall back. There you go. We'll be like Forrest Gump, and I was running. Okay, run. I know you're fatigued, but we had to do a thing. So just get over it. Ooh, that was terrible. On my part. I mean, we got an arty and a cav for the price of a cav. Here, you might need to get there. Okay, we're not going to be fast enough to deal with some of that. So come back here. Back here. Grins are sharpshooters. You can step up. Okay. We renzied. Like, English is my first language. It just doesn't sound like it, but ever. Alright, so yeah, there's a pretty big downside here to what we're doing. I don't know if it's easier to get around on the left and work with the Crownland recruits. It actually might be. Or I was gonna say switch the field and pull back to the right. I think that with these Grenzer sharpshooters, we need to start pulling back, and with the Fusiliers, who seem to always be slow. All right, you got some morale or stamina, so why don't you use it? You know what, Crownland recruits? You know what? Okay. Artillery, I mean, if you can hit something, shoot at it. Alright, you guys, even though you've like perfect whatever, we're gonna put you there. Hungarian Grenadiers, yeah, you might not have the best range, but we're gonna stick you there. Grenzer recruits should be good at the shooting thing. We'll put you over there, and then Australian. What? Why? It's not Australian. Alright, let's keep our goon squad of cav together, though. Okay, fall back on over there, Grenzers. Grenzer sharpshooters. And Grenzer Fusiliers, you can do it. Alright, you're at max stamina, so that's fine. You are not, so we need to walk you for a while. We might hang you out there, and then... I don't know what to do with you guys. I kind of want to move you back here if we have to. Alright, so... Put them over... I have no idea what this cav is doing. Okay, you need to fall back. Yeah, fall back that way. How are you? You don't have all your stamina. You also don't have all your stamina. Huh. Alright. So the plan here, I think, is when they get closer, we'll just pull the artillery back. Like back here, and then we'll lengthen out the Hungarian fusilier. Actually, we can probably do that already. Okay, get the general over there. Now they've loaded up the cav on this side, which is smart. I mean, it's what I would do. I don't know. We may abandon this side because they look like they're just bringing a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not really interested in fighting. Not like this. Alright, let's get you back to safety, because it's going to take you a moment to do that. Switch to that, I guess. No. Switch to that. What are you doing? Why are you the way you are? There you go. Yeah, you're okay, but we need you to stop running. Okay, shattered them. That's great. Need to bring these Grenzers back. And actually, I want those guys with the line here behind them. All right. I guess maybe we'll step up here. I'm not too sure. Nah, don't bother shooting at them. If they're gonna be in the forest, don't worry about it. Psych! I don't think that this is gonna go particularly well, but gotta do something. Try to draw you back and see if the rest can kind of fire at you. Yeah, there's a lot of room back here. Yeah. Okay, we'll fall back with you guys. Sad to say I have not... Well, I routed a little bit of their force, but yeah, it really did not amount to much. Alright, their cav is lurking. Alright. Their cav is going to want to charge over here. I know it already. Okay, we'll bring our provincial cav back here. We'll bring you back there. Bring the dragoons back there as well. Yep, sure enough. Run away! Are we not able to run away fast enough? I mean, I guess charges. I guess we have to do this. Yeah, this feels awful, but. The heck is my artillery doing? Okay. Focus on them. You guys focus on them. Oh, that reminds me. You're going to need bayonets. Okay, you already have them. You guys are going to actually have to focus there. Keep pulling back through. It's okay. We're going to turn you around in a second. Okay. Alright, we pulled all of these guys back. It doesn't matter if you're tired. Just, you can run. That's fine. What happened over here? Nothing yet. Have those guys focus on them, then focus on them. Might have the general come off over here. Yeah, this is a bad flank for us. Very bad. You might want to do that. Alright, so I guess those guys just ran for reasons. Okay, we need to move you up, I guess, and then these Fusiliers aren't getting any shots down. The Grenadiers also aren't getting any shots down, so I really hate moving them out of cover. You know what? I do hate moving you out of cover. I do. Alright, so unfortunately, also some of their cav rallied. Our cav needs a break. Might need to bring our leadership down here. Alright, you guys can try to focus on them. Okay, you guys are definitely close enough. Alright. They need a moment to catch their breath. Alright, that's unfortunate, but we're gonna move them up like that, so that at least they can contribute to this. You can do that, and then these Fusiliers are gonna move up. Okay, these Crownland recruits are gonna get flanked, so, you know. So we're definitely gonna try to win over here, and then just try to push them back. Hungarian Grenadiers. Alright, I think we should chip those two down. I think these Fusiliers can hold for now. We might be able to knock those two out after, and then it's just kind of... Man, that is so... That is a lot of cav. Holy moly. Is my infantry just, like, stopping every once in a while? Alright. So you have Baywan? No, you're gonna need it. Okay, you have yours on, that's fine. You might need it. Your Grenadiers, you're probably gonna... Alright, that is some good news. You may just have to brace as best you can. Yeah, I think that's just going to be bad. We can try to scoot them away with them. Oh boy. Yeah, as much as I would love to bail those dudes out, I don't think it's going to happen. And, oh my god, I missed you guys entirely. Well, you might just end up getting shattered. I'm not too sure what to tell you. Sorry. Okay. Dude, guys, come on. How many times do I have to pull you out of that melee? Okay, move you guys up. Move you up like that. Yeah, you're firing at them. That's fine. Dude, these grins refuse to... And I can't even run with them. Like, I can spam click them forever, but they're not going to change. Unfortunately. Dude, guys, come on. It's not like you're stuck on this. Just keep falling back. That's a great sound, isn't it? Just what you love to hear. Yeah, it was rough. Okay. We need you to run, dude. I don't think we're going to be able to rally these guys, but we got to try. Alright, good news is that at least they're fatigued. Right? Alright. It's a little bit better. I think it's probably time to charge these guys out. That's a big old cav wave. Alright, they're doing their thing. I don't know what you guys can do. These Grenzer Fusiliers can come on up. You need to start moving up. You need to start moving up. Alright. You guys can actually move back into cover, I think. Alright, you rallied somehow. We won't ask about that. Yeah, maybe we can get these guys into the cover here. Take you out of melee, take you out of melee, try to get you back. Have you guys start shooting at them. Maybe you guys start shooting at them. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get the Grenzer sharpshooters over here to start trying to pressure. Yeah, those guys, that's what we wanted. Yes, yes. Yeah, and then we want you probably over there. And we'll have to take you off of sprint, because... Alright, that is too bad. Okay, you got all your whatever, so that's fine. Okay, you try to shoot them. Might be able to get them. Now I'm gonna bring you over there. I don't think it's gonna go very well, but wow, they recovered morale pretty quick. Okay, that did not work. But doesn't always. Move you up. Move you up. Move you up. Move you down. Move you up there. They retreated again. Rip. Alright, try to shoot them. I don't think my units shattered that time. I don't think they did. Or my Crownland recruits, I don't think that they shattered. I think they just broke and are not expected to rally. Which, frankly, is fine. Alright, pull back with you. Alright, you shoot them. You move up. You can just reorient yourself like that. You can move up here and start shooting them. Yeah, we need all you coming down. Alright, you are coming down at your own pace. Alright. Yeah, we don't need to shoot units that have already kind of routed. We need to focus on the others. Oh. No, wait, they already routed. Alright. Alright, good. They're avoiding us, so now I'll make one last-ditch effort to try to rally these guys, but that's the second time those recruits have been broken, so I don't think we have a great chance there. Oh, we did get them back. All right. Man, that was fantastic. Now we'll pull you back because we don't want you dying. All right. I don't know. Ugh, this again. I can see if my cav will do this. I don't know, man. Maybe we just stand and shoot as best we can. Try to bail them out. I think that's probably all we can do. We countercharge the cav? The answer to that question would be no, you do not do that. I guess. Alright. We'll see if we can stop them from shattering, maybe. Okay, move you over here. Alright, we'll try to get that cav back. Because at this point, this is probably the best case scenario, is that these guys actually just finish retreating. Okay, shoot you. Yeah, have you shoot there, that's fine. You move up. Oh my goodness, you rallied again? This is actually a problem. You're now, I think, much more likely to shatter. Okay, you don't need to do that. probably get those lights back there just in case. We'll have the Hungarians countercharge, because why not? Yeah, these all are quite weak, I think. Prussian Grenadiers are getting... I think those Grenzer Sharpshooters should probably just stand and shoot. And now we're down to, what, this unit? Alright, we shattered someone. Grenzer Fusiliers might be able to come up here. Alright. I don't know why this is taking so long, but it is. No, I guess we'll just keep falling back. But holy crap, yeah, for all my busting on the Austrians for their kind of weak morale, this shows that that's not really the case. He's not here. Okay, if they're gonna avoid us, we're gonna be a pain. Let's see, do we have our Bayos? Okay, we should put a Bayo on, put a Bayo on. Already have them on. These are sharpshooters, can do their thing. I think the Hungarian Grenadiers are gonna have something to say about this. And maybe? Veteran Grenadiers charging the Grenzer recruits. We've almost broken them. Let's bring the general up here as well. Whew. So we actually got a ton of stuff for that. That was not terrible. I think we need the casualties restored and the reservists. As much as I want and need food, we're gonna have to sell other things for it. Yeah, it was way too many losses, but the XP was the reason for that. Ooh. Yeah, that was costly. Very costly. But back in forage mode to conserve. Our food, we'll go buy some food. And yeah. Hopefully that should hold us for a little bit. Do they have Crownland recruits? They don't. Grins are sharpshooters you can buy for 1,200. Italian artillery. Yeah, they got a lot of other stuff. And we now have a bunch of stuff, right? We could definitely do that. They don't have a... Oh. So I don't know if that'll be useful later. I think there's some stuff here we can take care of elsewhere. I think for right now, we just want to make sure that we have enough to keep us going. We're going to need food. So I feel like if we have to buy it later, even if there are discounted places to do it, and yeah, there's no barracks here, or there's nothing in the barracks that we really want. So I think we leave, and we do some raiding. Oh, there's a supply cache up here. Yeah, they can be notified. That's fine. It was me. If ever that's not clear. Okay. Ooh. Sure. We'll do that. And this will be the last... I think this will probably be the end of this episode. I mean, what do they got? They got 3 artillery. They got 4 cav. We need officers. Oh. For my shooters. See, cover effectiveness would be fine, but I don't plan on giving these guys any deployables. Combat effectiveness and officer death chance. You know, he's this good. I would prefer to reduce his chances of dying, and I feel like he's good enough for these, right? So I need 1 more to get another unit of Grenzer sharpshooters. Grenzer recruits. Yeah, I think at 7 we can move them up to Fusiliers. I think that's fine. And I think that also means we're probably gonna take away their stakes. I think I'll do the finagling after this battle rather than before it. I mean, what could we do here? We could do that stuff. Limber chest, good. Ammo consumption of 20 versus 25, but we have less stamina. I'm not too worried about their stamina. We could probably afford to do this, and we're going to do it with our artillery anyhow. Grenadiers. Hungarian Grenadiers, I think, should probably be my, like, the main shooty unit. Those Grenzer Fusiliers, let's give them even better stuff. Oh, I may have confused them with those guys. Yeah, I did. Alright, we'll give you reload and move speed. Charleville's fine. Charleville's fine. And you have the Jaeger rifles. Does anybody else here need stakes? I feel like we could give them... Give Hungarian Fusiliers? Yeah, they could use those for sure. Maybe a little bit of that. Grenadiers probably could use this, but we'll have other Grenadiers come down the line later. All right, even if this is suboptimal, it should be good enough for what we have to do here. Yeah, 3 artillery, 4 cav, and 5 infantry. Welcome to Act 2. But yeah, that force we just fought was no joke. Ooh, joke. It was nice that we had some tactical depth we could use. All right. I really like Crownland recruits. I don't think... Well, we have tactical depth, but it's not great. What do they have on their artillery? 400, 500, 350. Oh. Yeah, kind of almost no matter where we move, they're going to have the cover advantage. Yikes. There's a chance that if we push up here on the right, We might be able to get the artillery on the hill. We might be able to use our lights. Now these guys, right? Are you all? Yeah. You're all lights. We might be able to. It's not Total War. All right. So we'll put you in a group, and then the Fusiliers, Grenadiers. I mean, whatever. We'll just put the rest of you in a line, kind of behind them. Probably not the best placement of that infantry, but. And then our cav. Where do we want these cav? Maybe? Alright. Good and good enough. So move you all up there. We'll send the cab up behind you. The main line, we'll see if we can do that. It's ambitious, yeah. And the artillery on the hill for role-playing reasons. General here. Just see what we get. All right. So far they're not leading with their artillery. Okay, we got to take you off the run. Take you off the run, and then take you off the run. Just keep moving the artillery up that hill. Okay, probably gonna skedaddle out of those woods later. I guess we'll hold the cav here until the line joins us. Okay, we'll take the bayos off of those guys. I already took it off of you. Good. Focus on those who are in front of you. Actually, you guys can just focus on them right now anyways. Alright, what I think I'm going to do with this cav, as silly as it is, I'm sure, is hold them in this field here and see what they do with that line infantry there. I'm not loving what we're doing over here. Okay, you guys get in the woods. Okay, artillery, I guess start ripping shots there. See what we can do about them in the center. I think, you know, the game hasn't even been out to everybody for a week yet, so it's, you know, calm down. I'm calm. And they've made a bunch of updates. Good news announced all around. But I think keeping the cab, I understand, like, you want to protect the artillery, but because artillery has generally been nerfed, because it was a bit too powerful earlier, there's less value in holding your cav back to protect it. And it's, you know, if it was super valuable still, all right, maybe, but it isn't. We'll have you go there. Hungarian Grenadier. Wait, where are you going? Okay, Hungarian Fusiliers are gonna go there. That's fine. Hungarian Grenadiers, I guess, will just go here. And their sharpshooters can go here. Yeah, that's probably what you gotta do, Hungarian Fusiliers. Probably what you gotta do. Not too sure what my plan was here, but whoever knows that stuff. Alright. Yeah, I think the cav would be right, because these guys are not as important. I mean, even if you kept 1 or 2 cav units back rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, they could certainly put my line under a lot more pressure. All right, and I believe we have now too many forces over there. We have those Panzer Fusiliers. We have all those. Yeah, they're gonna get focused down and beaten. So that we know. Grenadiers are going to look to melee, I'm sure. You know, these Crownland recruits, they're a little crowded out, and we're going to draw them back here. Oh my goodness. All right. That's what I think. Because I'm seeing them come over here, and my cav might not be able to withstand that. And so if they want to mirror my cav, that's fine. But I think we're going to win, all other things being equal. Now our Dragoons can actually get shots behind our cav if we wanted. Okay, no. No, 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 no. No more of that. Yeah, that's fine. I think these guys... Don't bother shooting at them. These guys need to be ready to deal with them. Don't worry about them. On up. That cav is going to be here in a moment. Yep, that is what it is. That's fine. You guys need to move up. You need to get some casualties in there. You know what? Send these Grenadiers against them. Fusiliers, you don't need that. You need to be shooting. So we'll draw you back here. Okay, we'll do that. I now don't think I need these guys over here, but we've done it, so it is what it is. Okay. Alright, I guess that's all then. I don't know how that's gonna go. Alright, and over here, yeah, you guys have done that. That's fine. Alright. So we now don't need anything from you, and you two can try to get your act together. That's fine. Hungarian Grenadiers, I know that was a trek. I do realize that. Okay, we'll keep those lights right in front of our line. I don't think that was the best idea. Yeah, and the Grenadiers should break them. Alright, Dragoons can do a little shoot. Don't need to run, we can walk. And now these guys can get up here. Oh, I forgot about those Fusiliers. We'll just draw them back to make sure that they don't end up in a melee that they ought not be in. These Grenzer Fusiliers can withdraw here because that cav is probably going to come down pretty soon. Yeah. Alright. And yeah, it was a nice volley. Nice volley. Alright, Grenzer Sharpshooters can now move up. Grenzer Fusiliers can now move up. We'll start focusing down those Prussian Musketeers. But yeah, I just want to get the Hungarian Grenadiers back into... Oops, I moved the wrong unit. Well, at least I'm not an idiot, right? Alright, and we'll turn you that way. I'm not sure what they're going for here. You know what? We don't even need to worry about that. Ground the recruits. You guys just come up there, and yeah, you come up there. Okay, you try to deal with them, you try to deal with them. Okay. We'll send you up to deal with some of that other stuff. These Austrian Fusiliers, I'm not too sure about, man. Not sure what we're trying to do. Ooh, the Prussian Dragoons. Oh. Well, if you're gonna show me your flank, I guess. Right? We'll send these guys back here. I don't know if they're hunting my artillery or what they're trying to do here, but it's not going to be my problem too much longer. All right, you guys can try to charge them, I suppose. Guess you can just line up for that. These Kremlin recruits can get over here. Grenzer Sharpshooters still need to pull back and through. Alright. That. You're gonna be that. Actually, we might need you for that. Focus on them. All right. Yeah, that did not go great for them over there. All right, all right. And we'll have the Hungarian Fusiliers, I guess, charge them in the side. No, no, no. Get back here. Okay, you're over there now. That's great. We'll see if you can do anything. Sure, you can charge them, I guess. Okay, well, yeah, 90 minutes in, we can let this be. Holy moly! Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I can do off off camera here and not fix this, but just sort it. Probably ammo and money, I'm thinking. Yeah, manpower would have been nice. It just didn't seem like. Maybe that'll be the next battle. Oh, I guess it should have been this battle. Von Steinbach is really the melee-centered one. Reload speed. I mean, yeah. You know, this is not terrible, because we do have a bunch of guys with deployables. And so if we want to give them 10%... I mean, this one's also okay. Yeah, I guess if I need it for something, I guess this is a fine unit to do it with, so... Alright, we've done all that. I think I was raiding here. That's where I left. Alright, so next episode we can check out that outpost, and we can go from there. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I probably don't have any manpower here now, do I? Yeah. Well, we'll look out for some in the next episode, but so far Act 2 is good, and so far I've really enjoyed the Border Troops campaign. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope to have you back for the next one.